Hi guys, welcome to a new video, new highlights video from ARL. Now it's round 3, around Canada. Uh, yeah, I'm in contact with the championship lead. From last race I'm still third, and now we go into the Q1 lap. It's the only lap we'll see because my recording just stopped through quality and I realized before the start of the race. So this is the only thing from quality we're gonna see, which is, it was a great lap. It was a very bad lap. You can see already in T1 and T2 it wasn't great. As you go into turn 3 and 4, uh, here it was pretty decent, I would say, but still could be much faster. I was doing a safe lap as it was the first lap. I do it every time safely. Very wide here. Very messy. They are wide open on the second straight as we go into the chicane. Yeah, just make sure to not invalidate, because that's the most important thing in Q1 basically in every league. Just keep it clean and you are in top 15 in 99.9%. Keep it clean, don't do some house bits. You can lose time on speed, but if you don't do a mistake, it's okay. So you can see 112.0, 1989 from Festa. 198 is nothing crazy, like in detail something like 180, I believe it was. So now we go into the chicane, and out of the chicane it's something like 110.1, 110.0 as we can see here. Yep, nothing great. And now we go on to start. I'm P2, and it slides out where we go in Canada, in Montreal. A bad start, as we can see. So Furkan is going for the inside line there. Small touch here. Yeah, that was unfortunate for him, and he loses the position to Arena. So now in Arena is third. I'm still second. First is Shadow MX on medium tires, Furkan 2 on mediums, other cars in front are on soft tire. There's a McLaren in the back, in the wall or in the grass probably, as we can see on the minimap, the yellow flags. And yeah, Shadow is already 8 tenths up. As you go at the end of lap 1, look at the mirror. I saw Rena crashing into the wall, which damaged his wing, and also Furkan and Hunter Rico are going to overtake him there. And I'm already 1 second behind Shadow, which is not great, as I just have to catch him, because yeah, I couldn't just get into rhythm in this race from the start. Like in the first few laps, as we move into lap 3, as you can see, already 2 seconds down. Yeah, I just couldn't get into rhythm, but yeah, safety car was out. And now, very important strategy decision was in front of me and Vista. We decided not to pit in the end. All guys behind me in the top 5 did a bit. First guys who pit was like P10. And yeah, now we go into the safety car restart. P2 on the restart. It's basically same positions as was in lap 3. Because no one pitted, as I said. And yeah, very slow restart. Yeah, I just kept it clean. Hold the position. Yeah, a bit of house spin here at the end of the chicane, but no, nothing big. Not a big problem. Yeah, still P2, 3 tenths behind Shadow. Decent restart, I would say. Hunter lost a lot of time on restart, as we can see on Delta. So there's nearly a second between him and Furkan Simsek. Now we are in lap 8. Simsek is very close. It's only 0.3 seconds behind me. Yeah, I already couldn't go into rhythm. As you can see, the medium runners were faster than me. But yeah, my softs are going into the drop already, I believe. So maybe that's why. Behind me, big crash to the chicane. And here is a safety car, which basically saved my strategy not to pit in the first safety car. It helped me a lot. Yeah, the safety car behind me was because Rena just completely... Yeah, that was a big shunt between Rena and Fist and maybe Craft and Slime, not sure how it went there. So I put it for medium tires, obviously. Also Shadow, also full car pits, because Hunter Eco pits. Maybe, I'm not sure if Craft and Slime pit it to know here. A lot of people pit it. Peso who pitted, by the way, Peso is in the race, and he pitted in the first safety car. So right now, Peso, the man himself, is in front of me. So, yeah, he's P2 or P1. P2, yeah, like Williams is leading. Now, as we go here, just watch for the cars from right. Yeah, Leavings just managed to get between me and Shadow, and yeah, I was just in it. I wasn't focused, and I just, yeah, overtook behind safety car. I don't know what to say. I'm a fucking idiot. I just forgot that there's a safety car period. Don't ask me why. Uh, uh, yeah, but that happens. And now we get here. Vigo just crashed into the wall and damaged his wing. So the Mercedes in a P3 just damaged his wing, which is great for the team fight. Also for my position in the race. So we go onto the straight, and yeah, there's still another restart. Very, yeah, it is. Yeah, it just, yeah, the message was very late, to be fair. And people around me, for now, 0 penalties. Livix 8, just Marcos 6. There's the only penalties that I've had here. Just Livix are hards, Shadow on softs, just Marcos softs, Fulcan on hards. Yeah, very splitted strategies. Like, strategies were completely random in this race. As you can see, Vigo pits as he damaged his wing, as I said. And now I get a decent restart, managing to pass Livix into the turn one, which brings me to P4. And now my run just started. I had to catch Shadow and Pezzo if I wanted to think about podium or even winning this race. So the goal was just to catch them. As you can see, Livix was very, very slow, already 1.2 in front of him. And yeah, I was flying away from him. But people in front of me were escaping too, which wasn't great. But I hoped there can be some fights between Shadow, Pezzo, and I think Crafting Slime was in the lead, which would help me to catch them. Crafting Slime was in 4th position, if I'm right. He was like on a different strategy, so yeah, I hoped he will fight anyway, even if it was logical. So he can block them a bit, because he was on used mediums, I believe. Yeah, he's on mediums, I believe it was used mediums, so he was slower than other people. Pezzo just got up to P1, and Shadow tried to, but yeah, didn't fall back, so it's Pezzo, Crafting Slime, Shadow, me, Thorkan, and Livix. As Thorkan passes Livix behind me, but they're still side by side, so there's still a fight. But also, Hotorico is there. A lot of people fight them behind me. That is important, because I can fly even more out of them. And now Shadow is stuck behind Graphic Slime, so I'm getting a lot of time. I'm getting a lot of time on him. And Graphic Slime is very, very fight here, as he completely blocks me here. Yeah, that was very unfortunate. I tried to pass him here so I can just catch the front runners, which I managed to. So I'm P3 right now. Which is for the P2 grid, not great, but yeah, it is Pezzo with normal setup, not like last time. He didn't forget to turn his setup on, so right now he's completely unstoppable. So I just have to hope that the strategy helps me, or maybe some penalties. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, so P3 for me right now, 2.2 behind Shadow MX, which is not great, but it's not terrible. Graphics Line Pettit, because his mediums were used. And now Hunterico is 4th, and 5th is Fulcan Sipsec. Meanwhile, the DRS is enabled after the safety car. So, yeah, we are nearly in a half of the race. And now, going into the end of the lap 14, Shadow MX gets 3 seconds, which is huge in this race, as he just yeah, he got a penalty, which means like I have to be only in 3 seconds. So right now I was P2 actually, because I'm 2.8 behind him, which is great, which is very great. But I'm still like hoping that I can catch him on track and get close to Pezzo if Pezzo gets a 3-second penalty, which should be very tough. But yeah, it don't have to be very tough. Let's see how it goes. Gap between me and Hunterico behind was basically still around 2 seconds, so nothing interesting behind me. But for me, I started to catch in this lap, but at the end I'm on the same gap, so nothing crazy. Nothing crazy happened in this lap. I hope they picked up the pace, but no, I didn't. They just did some mistake, I think, or something. Now at the end of lap 17, watch here, Shadow touching the wall there proudly. Yeah, I thought he touched the wall. I don't know. I'm not sure if it was clear in that zoomed camera. Like it was very tough to see. But when I was racing, I was pretty sure he touched the wall. But wasn't sure 100%. But I thought he did actually. Uh, so I was hoping that he damaged the wing and he can be slow actually, and I can catch him. As we see on Delta, I'm catching him massively actually. I found three tenths in first sector, and I'm still finding more and more time, especially in these corners. So it looked like he actually really damaged that wing because I found like 1 second here, I believe it is now, which is very helpful for me and very unfortunate for him. He's on soft, so he's going to mediums probably, which means he will pit in like 2 laps by the basic strategy. So if he damages the wing, probably he will just go a few laps with the damaged wing, and then he will just pit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just hoped that I can catch him. But he again gained some time somewhere, and he's 2.1 me. He's still going. He's not pitting, which a bit surprised me as I thought he really damaged the wing. But yeah, it's 2.0, which is okay. When there's a 3 second penalty, it's fine. And if you look at the gap between me and Peso, it's still the same: 3.7, 3.6, 3.5, something like that. So the gap between me and Peso is okay and still doable if he gets a penalty. And now Shadow is lost half a second in the first sector. In the first sector, the wing is a big problem. Like, yeah, until this turn it's a problem. After this turn, it's okay to drive without wing. I know it from the race in FXR, which was very funny, and I thought, yeah, I really thought this can be a good redemption for that race, because that race was, I won't talk about it. Yeah, so basically, I thought this can be a good redemption, and as we can see, Shadow really damaged the wing, because the pace was absolutely incomparable to the pace before 3 laps. Which is great for me. And now I have only 25% on my wheels, which is okay. I have to do like 6 more laps, and then I can pit for new softs. I don't know if they were new actually. Maybe they varied, but yeah. And Shadow pits here to mediums, so he can race until the end of the race. And it's basically an undercut. Undercut in Canada is strong, but if you like pit after a lot of time for softs, the undercut, there's only small chance of helping it. Yeah, also Hunter Rico behind pits, so a lot of people are trying to undercut me and Peso. Also Furkan pits, yeah, a lot of people undercutting in this race, which is actually normal because undercutting Canada is strong. But I still hope if I go onto the softs, which they won't because the mats can't stand, softs can't stand probably. So I was hoping that on softs I can actually overtake them if they overtake me by pits. But yeah, in lap 23 Peso pits and undercuts me, but I wanted to do more laps so the softs won't die at the end of the race. So I going into the lead, but it's not legend lead, as we can see Shadow is 12.7 behind me, and yeah, that's easy for him to overtake me with this gap when I pit. Here are yellow flags because of Alfa Romeo in front. But yeah, Peso in the back, it's important, comes out in front of Shadow, which is all great. I really hope he can come out behind Shadow, because if he can behind Shadow, Shadow could hold him somehow. Yeah, and there was still possibility of catching them both and overtaking, maybe. But now it was very tough. So at the end of lap 24, logically, because it's a response to Peso, I pitted 4 new softs. So yeah, instead of I have to do 11 or 10 laps on these softs. I'm not sure by maths. Wait, hold on. I think it's 11, I believe. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 30. Yeah, it's 11 laps. 11 laps on softs. But as you can see, I'm far behind these two guys. 8 seconds or 7 seconds, 6.5, 6 seconds. 6 seconds is a lot. A lot. But still, I have fresh softs. Shadow not. Shadow have like 7 laps old mediums. So I really hope it's actually possible of overtaking. So I just raced as well as I could. I was trying to hit very fast laps because the new softs are absolutely incredible in Canada. It's so satisfying to drive them. And as you can see, Shadow got another 3 seconds. So right now I'm P2. 6 seconds is 6 seconds, and I'm 4.2 behind, which is absolutely insane for me. That would be a P2, and P2 beating my rivals to do MX, beating a Fister, who's second, who unfortunately got disqualified. And yeah, that would mean a great championship, and that could mean actually a championship, but I wasn't sure how far behind Shadow MX, so yeah, I think if I and second and he third, it won't be a championship lead still. And yeah, it's a safety car, as you can see. We have a safety car period in this lap 27, which is very late. And I was thinking, is it worth it to stop? And yeah, I didn't do it. I here on the straight, I decided, no, I'm not going to pit for another soft, because behind me wasn't a gap big enough to overtake. But as you can see here, Shadow and Peso are pitted. Anyway, I decided not to pit. So I took a lead in this race. And I knew I don't have to pit again. So I was hoping I could somehow hold Peso behind me. But unfortunately, Peso just went away second from the pits. And coming away second from the pits means Peso is on a fresher softs than me. And he's straight behind me. The only thing which will split me and Peso is lapped McLaren of Earthly, which can help me on restart but can't help me in the race. Like on restart, it's very difficult because the lapped cars are not coasted behind the safety car, which is absolutely retarded, I would say. But yeah, we can do. Yeah, Peso both getting 5 seconds because of crashes, but yeah, both removable, I believe. But as we can see here, Shadow just retiring from a race in the back. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure what happened there. Now I know it. There was some shunt between Grafenstein, Furkan, and Shadow, but it resulted to Furkan pitting and Shadow retiring. So basically, behind me and Peso is only Hunter Rico, Hannes, and Denarina. The front runners of the title, Furkan and Shadow, are there, which means a lot in a championship fight, as this is basically giving me a championship lead if I finish on the podium, or even in the top 5, I think, because yeah, both leaders just don't finish a race. Shadow and Fister just don't finish. But still, I wanted to win, so I fought with Peso hard. The penalties, I didn't mind them. I knew they will be removed. So I was just racing like we have 0 seconds left. But as you can see, Peso is going here in lap 31 into the turn 7, I believe it is. There's a small touch, and Peso gets in front. Yeah, I just can't race this guy. This guy's an alien. This is unraceable, mate. Unraceable. Absolutely unraceable. I don't get it. So we move here to lap 33. And Peso got 3 seconds up of me. I'm 3.6 behind. Well, I was hoping that I can overtake in the 3 seconds. But getting to 3 seconds means after this house spin, get 1 second on a freaking Peso who was absolute alien. So I had to hope for some mistake, maybe some, I don't know, another penalty, which in 3 laps I don't think is gonna happen. Already I knew I have to report a penalty because yeah, as you can see, Huderico is close behind me, so I had to report it. I got it removed, and now we go into the final turns of the race. Ending the race in P2 on track, and yeah, in the end, Peso didn't get the penalty removed, which resulted in the race win in Canada. I'm not valuing this as a as my win. I mean, of course, I'm happy for a race win in Canada, but Bessa should get the penalty removed, but he didn't find a clip, unfortunately, and Stewards couldn't do anything, even if I said, yeah, give it to him. So I won in Canada, which is great. I'm in a championship lead, and yeah, I'm aiming for a title for sure. So yeah, that's it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I think that's everything. See you in the next video.